my message to the CEOs is, it's $74 million, collectively earning that. How many yachts can they need, to water ski behind it? It's just crazy. I don't.
That's not funny, okay? Nobody laugh at this. Chang, it's not funny.
About this news that Speaker McCarthy has formally launched an impeachment or has said he's going to.
Oh my God, really? Oh my gosh, it's devastating. Ooh, don't do it. Please don't do it. Oh no.
What the hell is wrong with you?
What's going on, everybody? Wired here. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful Wednesday. And this is going to be a little different from my normal content. I have to unburden myself a little bit because to my viewers, my subscribers, people who do tune into my videos, which I appreciate every single one of you, I have been living a lie. I have never come out and said this because of the overwhelming embarrassment that has happened within the past year and a half, which I never felt before, that I am a Pennsylvanian and that John Fetterman does represent my state. Now, I didn't vote for John Fetterman, but I share the blame the same as everybody else because I did not do enough to make sure he wasn't elected. And I just want to apologize on behalf of my country. And secondly, on behalf of my state. And just to say, this is not a fair representation of all Pennsylvanians. I just want to say that outright. It may take a little bit to get the country's trust back. I completely understand that you're disappointed. I am as well. But we're going to get into some hard-hitting journalism, some hard-hitting questions here about how John Fetterman does not feel like he should abide by the dress code for the Senate, because you should just be able to, I'm at a point where I'm like, hey, why even wear clothes to the Senate? It's going to be a free-for-all, just do whatever. But let's get into the interview from MSNBC's Chris Hayes, which is going to be a hard-hitting interview.
It joins me now. Senator, it's good to see you. I haven't gotten a chance to talk to you in a while.
Yeah. Great to be here.
Let me start with the most important matter facing our country at this dire moment, which is the matter of the Senate dress code, which has recently been changed.
Of course, yes, yeah, no, of course. I've heard that some people are upset about that, and
all right. Well, all right. Let's just. If you're gonna laugh it off, if it's not such a big deal, then why can't you just put on a suit and a tie? Are you not able to button your shirt? This is what hard-hitting journalist Chris Hayes is not going to ask, because obviously they're all shills for the Democratic Party. But if you're gonna laugh this off like it's not a big deal, if you go for a job interview, you dress nice, correct? If you're gonna go for any position, you dress nice. You're going to go into Congress and just wear whatever you want. Why is it so hard to put on a suit and a tie? Does it take a little longer? Yeah, it would probably take an extra, couple minutes. 3 to 5. Button up your shirt. Put on a nice blazer. You could even do a clip-on tie. Nobody would notice. But this is supposed to be some asinine type of question. Like, this is completely ridiculous. Well, why do we wear anything then? Everyone should just go in there naked. Maybe that's my stance on this from now on. Jeez.
The right have been losing their mind. They're just like, oh my God, dogs and cats are living together. And, like I said, aren't there more important things we should be talking about rather than.
Dogs and cats are living together. Anyone in the comments, if they can explain to me what that means. Is that supposed to be Democrats and Republicans are living together? Or is that an analogy for, I don't want to wear a suit? Because I don't know how that would equate. How do dogs and cats equate to your clothes? I see a lot of people, on YouTube have done this story already, and they laugh about it. As a Pennsylvanian, I cannot laugh about this. I'm so sorry. I can't apologize enough.
Then if I dress like a slob.
Yes, Marjorie Taylor Greene said that Senate no longer enforcing a dress code for senators is to appease Fetterman is disgraceful. Dress code is one of society's standards that set etiquette and respect for institutions. Stop lowering the bar.
He quoted that perfectly. I don't see anything wrong with that quote. Comment down in the comment section if you can see where Marjorie Taylor Greene has said something that is incorrect. I don't think so.
What do you say to that?
Well, you know, her platform, you know, really, she runs on more and more dingling, you know, picks, you know, on in the meetings over in Congress. So I'm not really sure why she cares how I dress, but you know, she really takes it a different way.
All right. Well, one, I have no idea what more and more dingling means, unless I could think of one thing that would mean, but I can't say that on YouTube. But the other thing would be, everybody cares how you dress, correct? Am I wrong? Everybody dresses up with a suit, with a blazer, with a tie to go into Congress. Why are you incapable of doing that? Now, I know Fetterman is a Nepo baby, which maybe people don't know that about him. Fetterman has been living off his parents since he was like 49. I wish I could find the clip, and maybe if I could, there's a beautiful song, The Fetterman Come. Once was a giant man baby pushing Marxist policy. Guy's lived off his parents his entire time he was mayor in Braddock. Did really nothing for the community except for run somebody down with a rifle and try to, I guess, arrest them, even though he's the mayor. I'm not going to get into all that. Let's continue here.
Let's talk about some of the big stuff going on in that House caucus. You in the Senate, basically my understanding of how things have operated since that deal was a bipartisan deal was struck for certain top-line spending numbers for all of the funding bills that have to be passed to make the budget, keep the government running. The Senate has basically been delivering those and passing them by big 91-7 bipartisan majorities. The House today looks like it's falling apart. You've already got 17 no votes in that House Republican caucus saying we're not passing anything. What do you think's happening here?
Yeah, you know, like I truly, I was very proud of my colleagues, you know, because they're really about governance. That's what it is. And on the other, the House, the whatever they call themselves, Team America or whatever they call themselves, I just like, bring your vote, you know, otherwise.
Are you referring to Team America, World Police? Did I see that movie? Great movie.
You know, they need to go hump a different leg.
He's gonna. What does that mean? They gotta go hump a different leg? Listen, I don't want to rag on John Fetterman too much. I really don't. I actually do feel bad for John Fetterman. He suffered a stroke not too long ago. I think he's still recovering from that. I don't think he's really has the cognitive function or cognitive abilities to really hold his position, and maybe that's why he dresses like a slob. Maybe he's not able to button his own shirt. I don't know. I'm not saying he can't. I'm just saying I got some questions about it. I think this is just absolutely embarrassing, though. This guy, you know, he's just off the cuff remarks. Nothing he says makes any sense. And he's representing my state and the state of, you know, every Pennsylvanian, which I'm, oh, jeez. It's just.
You were in, you drove your, I think it was a Ford from Braddock, Pennsylvania, where you live, out to Michigan for a rally with the striking United Auto Workers. I want to play you what President Biden had to say about the strike, and then get your thoughts on the strike. This is what President Biden had to say.
Mm-hmm.
The companies have made some significant offers, but I believe they should go further to ensure record corporate profits mean record contracts for the.
And if anybody doesn't know what this is referring to the clip I played in the very start of the video where he went out there, he talked to the people, and he couldn't form a coherent sentence. The whole clip about yachts or whatever.
UAW, let me say that again.
Biden's doing no better.
Corporate profits, which they have, should be shared by record contracts for the UAW. And just as we're building an economy of the future, we need labor agreements for the future.
What do you think about the president's message to strikers, and what were you telling them they're out on the line?
No, again, I do know that Joe Biden is really a strong, incredible pro-labor president. That's a fact.
False. None of that's true at all.
And I know he's going to be involved in the way he should be, and we're going to all work towards, a better ending for the workers. I mean, I was proud to drive there. Well, I mean, I literally drove in my Bronco. The Bronco wanted to meet its makers and where it was born. That's where I greeted the workers that literally built my car, and I'm proud to stand with them. And
maybe he meant manufactured, not born. I'll forgive him for that. It's
really cynical the way now that Trump is now visiting there. But again, we've already been there, been there, done that. And, it's, they say, imitation and flattery.
Yeah, let's talk about that. The ex-president is going to.
Yeah, because he's actually imitating Trump. That's the whole thing. Or Trump is imitating him. Because Trump could learn a lot from, taking notes from John Fetterman, right? The reason behind that is Trump is trying to get the union workers. He's trying to get the Rust Belt. He's trying to get the blue collar people, which is a smart move. He's going there instead of doing the second presidential or second Republican debate. He doesn't need to. But that would be the reasoning for that. And I got to give John Fetterman credit here. That was the first coherent thing he said the entire time. And he didn't put any sexual innuendos into it. No cats and dogs, no humping legs. So, I guess, good for him. Like I said, I got no hate against John Fetterman personally. As a Pennsylvanian, I'm entirely embarrassed that this person represents my state. I'm entirely embarrassed that he can't just wear a suit, wear a tie. It's not difficult. It takes, a couple more minutes to put on. But, I mean, look at Chris Hayes. I guess he doesn't think anything wrong with that. Maybe he should just come in shirtless next day, huh? I doubt that's going to happen, though. Why? People have standards. Just, these news companies have standards. Just the U.S. Congress, that's out the window because one person can't button their shirt. And that's all I got. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, or if you appreciate what I said. Thank you for listening this long. And I'm thinking about making a Rumble just because YouTube has been demonetizing, flagging my videos all over the place. I guess I don't really put out the content they want, but I'm going to keep doing what I do. But thank you guys all for listening. I really appreciate you. Catch you on the next one. And again, apologies from Pennsylvania. Later.